welcome to my channel. Please ignore the backdrop and my kigurumi. This is going to be a tutorial, kind of how I'm styling my Tsuyu Asui cosplay wig. But there is only one other Tsuyu wig tutorial on YouTube, and right now I'm trying to watch a movie on my computer, but it decided to update, and I've got nothing else to do right now because it's almost the end of school and it's a day off for the seniors. I'm not a senior, but like everyone but the senior. It's the graduation date, whatever. So I have time to work on my cosplay, and I really want to do a Tsuyu contest, so I'm gonna work on her wig. So basically, this will be how I'm doing it, as I think I say pretty much before anything, where I'm like, this is what I've done to do something. I'm not a professional, I'm just winging it, and I'm using background knowledge. I noticed my blue diamond wig tutorial was one of my most popular videos on this channel, which thank you, I really appreciate the support. Even though that wig was a freaking mess, I'm gonna be remaking that next time I bring back blue diamond, which will hopefully be soon. But I think that was a natural look, and that for Sue, I just don't want that aesthetic. So what I'm starting with is 2 green wigs. I got these both from Amazon. I have one pulled out. This is just a long wig from Amazon. Let me pull it out of the... I've already tried this on and it looks really cute. I got it so it's about to my mid-back, which is about her canon hair length, and I got 2 of them. So one I could dedicate, since I didn't want to like pay the money to get like a super cheap long wig, I wanted to be able to have a decently thick, nice wig as a base, and then have the other wig where I would take and harvest the wefts to create the bow. So yes, that is the base. I'm gonna put on my Sue wig. It's gonna be a bumpy because right now my hair is tied together with these pom-pom hair ties, which are really cute. My hair's actually in 2 braids actually already because I washed it, and when I sleep on it, when it's not in braids, it just becomes a mess. But yeah, so usually you don't have the big pom-poms, so sorry if my head looks lumpy. But we're gonna start with the bangs and the little side parts that she's got. I don't think I can, I'm gonna see if I can find another like device, since my computer is updating right now. I can't pull up a reference photo to see how long it is, but hopefully there will be a half decent time lapse of that going on here and here, and yeah, so end of this beginning speaking part. I'll see you after I do her face framing pieces. Yeah. Alright, so we are done with the bangs. The rest of the front I'm going to be heat styling, and just to keep it separate from the back, which I'm going to be brushing out soon, I'm going to be tying a hair tie, which I'm not going to do now because that would look stupid for the rest of this little video clip. But the rest of the styling will be, because she's got like a little curve, so I'm going to straighten this, because it's still got a little wave. So I'm going to straighten it and then curl the bottoms in. But that'll be done with heat instead of cutting. So yeah. Basically what I did is I cut off, I put the other side parts behind my ear. So if I wanted, I could do that, or I can just pull it back. Basically what you do is you take a hair tie and just feather a lot of feathering, and then, we're here, we're Sue. So just to, if you only have one device and you can't, for some reason, use it as a reference photo thing, pro tip, you take, there's hair all over it. I just like threw out a ton, but I guess I missed a lot. But I just drew like a 2-second little doodle of her front hair part, so I could kind of keep reference of where I wanted it to be, and then where I wanted it like on me, you know, because it'll just remind me better. Yeah, and if you do end up messing up, don't worry, because wigs can just be, you know. So yeah, that's it for this part. The sun's going down soon and I'm using natural light, if you couldn't tell. So I'm gonna finish up this section, and the next time you see me, I won't be wearing a kigurumi, although that's really cute. Sue wearing like a little cat kigurumi. Yeah, that's it for this section. Thank you for watching. In, you know, half a second, you'll see the next part. But yeah, that's this. Next up, oh, also, you want to save the big chunks of hair, the big ones, that, like the big chops. You want to save those, because just in case if you are working with, like, if you're using like a really long wig, I've seen people do, and cut off a section, if you're doing that, keep it in anything that's longer than like 3 inches, because you're gonna need that extra hair just in case. And it's always good to have extras in case if like you wear it to a con and like a section falls off, you know, depending on how like well you attach it. But yeah, that is this so far of my little Sue hair tutorial, and you'll see me in like 1-2 seconds another day where I'm doing the bow part, which is exciting. Hello, so this will be the second part of my Sue wig tutorial. So last clip you saw me was when I did the front, but now we're going to start on her little bow. I'm very excited for that. So what you're going to need is, I'm just going to vlog this part because I'm kind of a mess right now. But, so what you're going to need is a sheet of foam that's at least as wide as you want her bow to be. I want my bow to be able to see like from the sides of me, and this, I can do that. I'm not going to show you right now because that'd be awkward, but yeah. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a piece of paper and I'm going to draw out half of her bow. I'm not going to do a time lapse for that because I do need my phone for an actual reference for that one. And it's just drawing it out on a piece of paper. You don't even have to and no special need for paper. Just make sure it's half the size you want your bow to be. And that's really the only requirement. So, be right back. Alright, so basically, the paper I have at my disposal right now is either too small or too large. So, if you have this problem as well, this is what I'm doing. As you can see the marks, but I started with lining up my piece of paper on one end, making a mark. I'm just using a colored pencil here. You know, whatever you do it with doesn't really matter. And then lining it up and then doing it on the other side. And then I kind of eyeballed it because I don't feel like it needs to be absolutely perfect right now. But, so I just kind of eyeballed it so they would be the same. And now I'm going to cut down my piece of paper so it is the correct length. So I'm going to cut off that. So, yeah, that's my little spiel, life hacks on if you need it. If your paper just isn't around the right size, it's kind of, I don't know, I feel like it's extra for me to add it in here, but like whatever, I don't care. We're doing it. So you can see I've traced out the general shape I want my bow to be. It's gonna be flipped across. So what I'm gonna do is I'm first gonna cut out this piece of paper, and then afterwards I'm going to trace it onto the foam. When I trace it onto the foam, and when I cut it out, I'm going to be giving myself quite a lot of wiggle room on the actual foam, although there will be the direct outline, just because I want to be able to see how thick it needs to be for it to stay together. because you know, so you can cut it out and then like not like how it looks. So yeah, I'm just gonna give myself that little wiggle room. The light is really aggressive right now, but it's so you can see the marks. So I traced it out, and if you see the marks there, that was to make sure it was even height and for the top and the bottom, so they would end up being around the same, you know, area. And I think I did a pretty decent job. So now I'm just going to take an X-Acto blade and I'm going to carefully cut it out. I feel like this will be sturdy enough, but I will be giving myself wiggle room for the thinner parts just in case, because, you know, you don't want your little, you know, hair loop to fall apart. That would not be fun. Finished. Oh, where did I even put it? I finished cutting the bow. It goes this way. It's not even right now, so I'm gonna go back. Ooh, I'm sorry, my finger's over the thing. But I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna clean it up with my X-Acto blade. I hate sanding things, and the hair's gonna cover this anyways, so I'm not gonna like make it perfect. But yeah. Also, I ended up just like not giving myself the wiggle room because fuck it. I trust myself. But I would not go any thinner than this. This is maybe, I don't know. It's about the length of like the first thing on my pinky, and yeah, don't want to go any shorter than that because I would not trust that. But any thicker, I'd say you'll be okay. Right now, at least. So it's late. It's raining. I just cleaned up my closet, so my room looks like it was hit by a meteor, and I'm in the middle of having an allergic reaction right now because I ate a cherry. So, we're just gonna work on Sue. Holy fuck, I'm in pain, but this is gonna distract me, so I'm sorry if I look like an idiot that got really bad lip injections for the first, like, probably about half an hour till this fades. Half an hour of this, part of the tutorial, because we're not high budget here, we're just, it's so bad. Ooh, the sunset's really pretty. Okay, I'm gonna show that later, but what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to be taking this. Well, first I'm gonna take the wig. Hold on, let me first show you the sunset, and then I'm gonna get the wig, and then we'll be continuing. Yeah, okay. It's a pretty sunset. It's actually raining right now. You can't really see it, but it's just started to spit, so it's real pretty. Yeah, okay, back to the actual, like, wig progress. So you know how I just was saying how I was cleaning out my closet? So I have all of my cosplay stuff. This is Blue Diamond, Eto, but I don't want to like move it because I'm afraid it's all gonna fall and like die, and my wig is underneath it. It's still in the package. I didn't open it up from when I got it. So this is an adventure. Alright, so I've got my wig. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to be basically hacking this girl up. I'm gonna find my seam ripper because my room is a mess, but I'm gonna find my seam ripper, and yeah, then there will be a time lapse of me deconstructing this wig. If you see me like leave for amounts of time, just know that that is because I'm trying to flush out the allergens with water, so I'm gonna be refilling my water bottle quite a lot. Yeah, so that's gonna happen. So I know this is not the optimal setup, but we're gonna work with it because my desk right now is covered in my cosplay stuff, because that's where I moved it to get to my wig. But where did I put my seam ripper? Okay, so we have our seam ripper and we have our wig. First step is to remove the wig from the package. The wig package is nice. I don't know if I can put all the hair into. But I am. So I think I'm gonna start with is the shorter hair, just to get like it all covered. Basically, you're just gonna de-weft your wig. I'm just gonna start with one part and keep going down instead of de-wefting it all, just so it gets a little less tangled, you know? So yeah, now we're gonna switch to time lapse.
de-wefted several lefty boys. So I'm gonna get my bow. Be right back. I'm thinking hot glue is the way to go. And I'm just gonna freaking... Okay, that didn't. I just want to see how it would look if I... Because basically, my problem with a lot of the Sue wigs that I've seen is that the hair wraps around it like that. And I don't like it. Hair doesn't really, you know, even though Sue's bow does not follow physics, I still want mine to look, you know, doo-doo, bow, instead of bow, you know? So, like, I think what I'm going to do is with these short wefts, we're just going to do a single layer of it like that. Oh, I'm sorry. And then with the long wefts, we're going to go around like that. You see? Got me? You got me. So I need to find my hot glue gun, and that I'm going to do off camera because, like, that's going to take too long. So, like, yeah. Okay, see you in a minute. Basically, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to be taking hot glue and basically coating the bow with hot glue. That's about it. Switch to time lapse. Also, I will be turning off this big light because I like low-key lighting. That's just my preference. So sorry if it sucks for the video, but I'm not gonna be doing this triple in pain because I don't know if you can see it, but this allergic reaction is still going on. Yeah. So I just realized that you can't actually see what I'm doing. So I'm gonna experiment with a couple angles. You think this is good? I need to move this charger because you're on my computer right now. Back to the time lapse. I did take out the front wefting of my wig, not even all of the bangs, just like maybe, I don't know, maybe five wefts for bangs, and we've covered this area, and this area, and I'm finishing this up. But I used 3 glue sticks, and I don't know where I put the rest of them because I'm a mess. But I will see you later, maybe tomorrow if I find the time, but if I don't find the time, eventually you will see me here again with more glue sticks covering the other half and this corner. Yeah. Oh, yeah. For the center, so basically what I did, so I wish I had one left over. So when you take out a weft, you kind of get this little track. You get this little track bit, you see that? So I took that out with the seam ripper. Double check, I'm trying to make sure you can see it, but I also need to see it. So make sure you get the right thread. I don't know if you can even see this. Okay, so basically there's a thread that will connect you to the, what's it called? The cap, I guess. And you just want to rip that seam, and when you do that, the rest is easy. I'm gonna take this one out really quickly and then I can show you. Okay, so after struggling, you have your weft. Here you go. I take my weft and I lined it up on the inside. This one you can still see, but the track is here on the inside. When you wrap the hair around, it built the track, and then I just kind of glued it around. Now, this is what a lot of people do with their Sue wigs, and they just go around maybe 1 or twice, 2 layers. But I'm an extra person, and I don't really want that. I want my hair to go this way, so I'm just going to be doing 1 layer of this to just cover the foam, so it gets a good green base. And I'm just going to use the short hair because it's actually not using very much hair, which I'm really happy with, because if it used a lot of hair, then I would be kind of like a little worried about if I would be able to, oh my god, I accidentally burned myself on with the, yeah, just be careful with the hot glue gun. Remember, metal gets really hot. But yeah, what was I saying? Anyway, so yeah, so I'm doing one layer of loop, 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 and since it is using such, it's so efficient in how it utilizes the hair, I'm not too worried about running out, which is really nice because, yeah, you don't want to run out because you don't want half of it to be like looped and like pretty and nice, and then the other half is just like only looped, you know? But that's why you do the looped first, just in case if there are holes, and that's why we kept those other like 5 inches worth of hair all together, just in case if you need to fill in any other spaces, although I might use that for the inner loop or like to go this way, but like you'll see whether what I use it for later. So yeah, see you in like 0.2 seconds, but like your time, but like 7 seconds. No, not 7 seconds, like 2 days my time.
Hello, just a check-in for the Sue thing. I know I look like a pile of rocks, but it's fine. So what I've done is I've finished doing what I did in the last video clip, and I did do it off camera. I just coated the entire thing around in hot glue and hair wefts. I still have about half of the wig left, which is what I was expecting. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to first experiment a couple different ways on one side of the bow, but once I finalize how I'm gonna do this and how I can verbalize it for you guys, I will update you all and let you know on how I'm doing the final step for our Sue bow. Also, a note that if you are like me and you have a lot of like little hairs coming off, don't worry about it because the final step will cover them up and it'll be okay. I promise. Don't stress over them too much. Don't stress over them too much. And if they are stressing you out, just glue them down. It's really not. The first layer really doesn't matter as much. It's just to cover the black and give it the essence of green, which it is kind of doing. Second layer will finalize that. So you know how I said I would do half of the loop and then I'd come back and talk to you guys. Well, I'm nearly done, but I just thought I'd say something that I'm learning here. Don't be a stupid butt like me and unplug your thing and leave it on your project. That's a mistake. Thanks for listening to my TED Talk. Okay, back to actually like me telling you stuff. Hey there, it's future Isabella. I'm currently editing this video and it's like almost 40 minutes long right now and I'm not even done yet. So what I'm going to be doing is splitting this video up into 2 parts. I hope you guys don't mind this, but I feel weird about putting up like an hour-long video. So I will be splitting this up into 2 parts. The second part will be up next week, I promise, because I will be editing it all today so I can just upload and then upload. So even though I am traveling next week. So yes, if 2 weeks from now the video isn't very, on time, that is why I will be traveling for vacation. But next week, the part 2 of this will be coming out. And yeah, so yeah. That's it. If you want to watch another video, maybe check that one out, or maybe that one, I don't know. And if you want to subscribe to see when part 2 comes out, make sure you click the subscribe button. I will be hopefully having more, excuse me, regular uploading, because it is summer now, I have more time, and I am going to be starting my Sakura cosplay, the Halloween Fire Emblem Heroes one. Just search Nikoma Sakura if you want to see what it looks like if you're not aware. I will be doing that soon, and if you would like me to do a video on that, since I will be starting it soon, just comment below because I can do that. It will cover wigs, of course, having like cat ears in the wig and headbands on the wig. So if you want that also, let me know in the comments, because the wig itself isn't necessarily some like crazy thing like my blue diamond or my Sue wig, which is why I like brought it up. Although I don't think there would be a tutorial on YouTube because I feel like that would be a separate thing. But I can start doing more detailed cosplay parts, not tutorials, but like walkthroughs on how I'm making them, because at the end of the day, I'm sorry, my phone's so shaky. There's, more than one way to do things, and there's no wrong or right way to cosplay. So yeah, if you guys want more of these, let me know. Comment characters, because yeah, because sometimes certain things I can transfer into other cosplays that I'm actually doing, because I'm not going to cosplay every single request I get, but certain like techniques and stuff, like cat ears, you know, that can be applied to so many different cosplays. So yeah, that's it for this video. Make sure you check out one of those videos if you'd like, or you can subscribe, so, or even hit the notification bell, comment, whatever, because I am really looking forward to being able to create and stuff, and I will see you guys next week.